Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters we're going to start with data and graphs. The lessons we're going to cover are stem and leaf plot, interpret double line graph, interpret bar graph, and interpret double bar graphs. So let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, here I'm on grade 6 maths. The chapter is data and graphs. The lesson we're going to start with is stem and leaf plot. So let's just start with the lesson. Okay, so Richard counted the number of articles in several different magazines. How many magazines had exactly 14 articles? Okay, so here is a table. Here is stem and leaf plot. Got it? So the tens digit are at the leaf and the ones digit are the leaf and the tens digit are stem. So you have to count how many magazines had exactly four. So you have to the tens digit is one. So you have to go to stem one and then you have to see four. You have just one four. That means you have just 114 here. That means only one magazine has exactly 14 articles. Got it? Let's just start with the other one. Okay, during fitness day at school, Alex and his classmates took part in pull up competition, keeping track of the results. How many students did at least 35 pull ups, but fewer than 95 pull ups? Okay, so you have to count the people who did pull ups from 35 and until 95. Got it? So count all the stems and leaf that makes 35 until 95. Got it? So 35 means you have to start from the stem 3. Okay, let's see here you have stem 3. You have to start the least value. The smallest value would be 35. You don't have 35, the next one is 39. And until 95, you have to count. So 46, 51, 52, 59, 62, 71, 98, 88, 88, and 90. Got it? So you have to just count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 people who did at least 35 pull-ups and at more and pull-ups less than 95. So the correct option is 10. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, a crayon factory monitored the number of broken crayons per box the past day. How many boxes had exactly 19 broken crayons? So you have to see 19 broken crayons. So you have to go to stem 1 and you have to see how many times the leaf 9 is. You have here, you have stem 1. So 9 leaf is 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 boxes have exactly 19 broken crayons. Got it? So the correct option is 4. Okay, a food magazine published a listing of local restaurants rating. How many restaurants were rated at least 37 points but fewer than 55 points? Okay, the at least the least value would be 37 and the maximum and the points are less than 55. So you have to count the values that are between 37 and 55. So go to stem 3 and just look for the values that are greater than 37 and less than 55. Okay, so you have 39, then 41, 42, 43, 55, 45, 49, and 50. Just count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means there are 7 restaurants rated at least 37 and at most 55. Got it? Just count all the values between 37 and 55. So you have 7 values. So the correct option is 7. Okay, a staff of a game show tracked the performance of all the contestants during the past season. How many people scored at least 43 points? So you have to see how many people scored 43. Go to STEM 4 and see you have the leaf 3. You don't have any leaf 3. At least, okay, sorry. At least 43, and at most it would be any value. So start from 43. You don't have 43 here. So just start with the max 40 greater than 43 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you have to start with the least value would be 43 and most value could be any. So start from 43 and count until end. So there are 17 people who scored at least 43 points. Got it? So the correct option is 17. Be careful when reading the questions. Like I am just doing the mistake. I thought that was exactly 43, but it was at least 43. So be careful. Okay, Brooke's PE class participated in a push-up competition, and Brooke wrote down how many times push-ups each person could do. So what is the largest number of push-ups done? So you have to look for the largest stem and largest leaf. So the stem would be 9 and the largest leaf would be 0. That means the largest push-ups are 90. So the maximum value would be 90. Okay, the next one is for a science fair project. Charlie tracked the temperature each day. How many temperature readings were less than 46? So you have to count all the values that are less than 46. Got it? So just look at the values. The maximum, the last stem is the maximum stem is 4. And you have 2 here. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just count all the values that are less than 46. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, you have 6 values that are less than 46. So the correct option is 6. So the correct option is 6. Okay, the Hillsdale Chamber of Commerce researched the number of employees working at local companies. How many companies have exactly 51 employees? So that would be exactly, now you have to look for the exact value 51. Here you have the stem 5, but you don't have 1 here. That means just 0 companies have exactly 51 employees. The correct option is 0. Okay, the next one is Fairview Flooring tracked the number of broken tiles in each shipment it received last year. What is the smallest number of broken tiles? So you have to look for the smallest number. So look for the smallest stem and smallest leaf. So the smallest stem is 1 and the smallest leaf is 0. That means the smallest value would be 10. So the correct option is 10. During fitness day at school, Alex and his classmates took part in a pull-up competition and keeping track of the results. How many people did at least 35 pull ups? We already did this one, and fewer than 95. So you have to count the pull ups that are from 35 until 95. So here you have stem 3, you don't have 35. That means you have to count the number that are greater than 35. 39, 46, 51, 52, 59, 62, 71, 88, 88, 90. You don't have any number until 95. Just count all them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means there are 10 people who did at least 35 pull ups and at most 95. So the correct option is 10. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. So let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is interpret double line graph. Okay, the Princeton post office monitors the average wait time of its services. How long was the average wait for a change of address on Saturday? Okay, so you have two of the lines on the graph. You can see the brown one for the change of address and the blue one for the postage metering. So you have to count how long was the average wait of change of address. That means you have to look for the brown one on Saturday. So here you have Saturday, here you have. And just look at the values. Here you have the value in front of Saturday for the brown one. Just match it here. It would be 5 number of times. That means on Saturday you have to wait for just 5 minutes. Got it? Okay, just look at the next one. The next question is, okay, here it is. Students at middle class school are raising money for sports equipment. So you have two of the lines, double bar line actually it is. You have two lines. They are one for the seventh grader, that would be the green one, and the blue one for the eighth graders. How many money did the grade graders raise in October? So you have to look for the month October. You have to look for the eighth graders. So eighth graders for the purple color. So here you have October, just check for the purple. It would be $90. That means in the eighth graders raised $90 in October. So you can just match it would be 90. Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, Princeton, that's the one we did on the tutorial. The Princeton post office monitors the average wait time of its services. How long was the average wait time for a change of address on Saturday? So you can see two lines on the graph, the brown one for the change of address and the blue one for the postage metering. So the question is, you have to look for the average wait time for the change of address. That means you have to look for the brown line, and on Saturday. So here you have Saturday, here is the brown point. So just check, it would be 5 minutes. That means on Saturday he just have to wait for 5 minutes. Okay, the students at middle class, that's the one we just did. School are raising money for sports equipment. How much money did the eighth graders raise in October? So eighth graders have the blue line, and also you have to look for the October. Here you have October. Just look at the blue line and match it to the y-axis. So it would be $90. That means eighth graders raised $90 in October. Some seniors of Greenville High School were asked if they use a pen or pencil to take notes. It would be okay. Some seniors at Greenville High School were asked if they use a pen or a pencil to take notes. How many students said they used pen in 1990? Okay, the green line for the pen, the blue one for the pencil. So you have to look for 1990. Here is 1990. You have to look how much use pen for green line 1990, and here is the point in front of 1990. Just look at the value on the y-axis. It would be 30. That means 30 students said they used pen in 1990. Got it? Okay, the sports teams at Wild Grove Middle School are raising money for new sports equipment. How much money did the football team raise during October? Okay, so you have two lines on the graph, the blue one for the basketball team, the red one for the football team. So you have to look for the money for football team raised during October. So here you have October. For the football, you have to look for the red line. Here is the point. Just match it on the y-axis. It would be $60. That means $60 spent football race during October. Okay, a dry cleaner is in Morristown kept track of how many men and women customers she had each. How many women were a customer on Wednesday? Okay, so you have two of the lines. One of them is green, that is for the men, and then the blue one, that is for the women. So you have to see how many women were customers on Wednesday. So here you have Wednesday. You have to look for the blue line. Here is the blue line, and just match the value on the y-axis. That means there are 60 customers on Wednesday. So the correct option is 60. Some students were polled about the paper they use for notebook. Students used college rule paper in 1997. So 1993, here you have 1993. You have to look for the college rule. 19 college rule is green. So here you have 1993. Just look at the green line. It would be at the 80. That means 80 students used college rule paper in 1993. Got it? Okay, the next one is an advertising company pooled a group of high schoolers about how many TV they watch each month on average. So on average, how many hours of TV did the girls watch during March? Okay, so here you have two of the lines that represents boys in graph, red line for the boys and blue line for the girls. So you have to look for the one the girl did watch during March. Here is the March. You have to look for the girls, the blue one, and just match it to the y-axis. So it would be 70. March, where is here is March. Here is the girls, and just match it to the y-axis. So it would be 20. That means 20 hours of TV the girls watched during March. Okay, an auto dealer in Milford sells a number of different vehicles. How many trucks were sold during July? So you have two of the lines, the one green for the trucks and the blue for the hatchbacks. So you have to see how many July. Here is July. Just look at the green line that represents truck and count on the Y. So it would be 80. That means 80 trucks were sold during July. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next one is interpret bar graphs. So let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, a bus driver paid attention of how many passengers her bus had each day. How many passengers of the day have? the how many passengers the day have on Wednesday? So you have to look for the passengers to no, how many passengers did the bus have on Wednesday. So just look at the bar for the here you have Wednesday and match it on the y, it would be 80. That means on Wednesday you have 80. There are the bus had 80 passengers on Wednesday. Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, kept race car driver kept track of how many laps he drove in the past 4 days. So how many laps did the driver do on Wednesday? So just look at the line for Wednesday. Here you have Wednesday. Match it to the y-axis, it would be 60. That means 60 laps did the driver do on Wednesday. The correct option is 60. A baker wrote down how many pies she made in a past 4 days. So how many pies did the baker man on make on Thursday? So here is the Thursday. Just match it to the y-axis. It will be 45. That means 45 pies did the baker make on Thursday. The correct option is 45. Several students participated in a race which was Rita's time. Okay, so you have to look for the bar for Rita. Here you have the bar, just match it on the y, so it will be 30 minutes. That means Rita's time is 30 minutes. So the correct option is 30. Okay, the school district compared how many teachers each high school has. How many math teachers does More High School have? So the school district compared how many math teachers did each high school has. How many math teachers does More High have? More School High School. Here is the More High School have bar. Just match it to the y-axis. It would be 5. That means the number of math teacher they have just 5. The correct option is 5. Okay, the town council reported on how much stop signs there are on each street. How many stop signs are there on Jackson Street? Here is the Jackson Street. So the correct option is 15. That means there are 15 sign streets on Jackson Street. So the correct option is 15. Okay, the county released data about how many schools there are in each town. So which town has the most schools? So which is the correct option? The country released data about how many schools there are in each town. So, which town has the most schools? So, you have to look for the one that has the most schools. So, you can see here Greenwood has the largest line. So, just match it to the y axis. That means the Greenwood has the most schools. Janet paid attention to how many flowers she planted in the garden during the past 4 days. So, on which day did Janet plant the fewest flowers? So, on Friday, Janet has the fewest plants. So, the correct option is Friday. Fewest flowers, not plants. Oh, that would be Friday. Sorry, I selected the wrong option. A bus driver paid attention to how many passengers her bus had each day. So, how many passengers did the bus have on Wednesday? So, here is the bar for Wednesday. Just match it to the y axis. It would be 80 people. That means on Wednesday, bus has 80 passengers. So, the correct option is 80. Okay, Eva's classmates revealed how many science articles they read. Who read the most science articles? So you have to look the largest line. Who have the largest line? Eva's classmates revealed how many science articles they read. Who read the most science articles? So which is the correct option? Who has the longest bar? Here is the longest line. That would be Amir has the most science articles. So the correct option is Amir. A transportation official researched the cost of bridge tools in 2007. How much was the tool on a Verrazano Narrows bridge? So here is the bar for the Verrazano's Narrows bridge. So the value is 9. That means how much tool? That is $9. Got it? Okay, you can complete the rest by yourself later today. Let me just move on. Next topic. And the next topic is interpret double bar graph. Okay, a nutritionist designing a healthy lunch menu asked students to at Seaside Elementary School to vote for their favorite fruit. So the purple color is for girls and the blue color is for boys. How many more boys voted for peach than pears? Okay, so peach, how many boys? Okay, the boys waited for peach is 18 and for the pear they are 12. Hold on. Okay, the blue one is for boys. Okay, so the boys, the peach they have is, you can see this one, that would be 18. and the peers the boys have is 12. The question is how much more boys voted for Peach than Peer. So Peach is 18 and Peer is 12. So 18 minus 12 is 6. That means 6 more boys voted for Peach than Peers. The correct option is 6. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Sixth grade Acadia Middle School are taught in class for various sizes. How many more boys than girls are in Mr. Center's class? Okay, so here is Mr. Center class, the last one. The boys are 11 and the girls are 9. The question is how much more boys than girls? So you have to do 11 minus 2 equals 2. That means you have 2 more boys than girls. The correct option is 2. Okay, the next one is a nutritionist designing a healthy lunch menu asked students at Seaside Elementary School to vote for their favorite fruits. How many more boys voted for the peach than pears? That's the one I did on the tutorial. That means 6 more boys. Correct option is 6. Okay, Robert, an employee of Mackey convenience store, looked at the sales of each of its soda products. How much did the convenience store make from sweet sips sales on Friday? Okay, here is sweet sips. Green is for Friday and blue is for Thursday. Okay, so the Friday Thursday has the value 6 and the Friday has the value 12. 13 it is. So you have to do how much did the convenience store make from sweet sales on, okay, so sweet sales on Friday are 13. Got it? So the correct option is 13. Okay, the next one is a transportation analyst compared various bridges tools. Which charges less than a car, the Hatem Bridge or the Washington Bridge? Okay, so who charges less? Okay, so here is Washington Bridge and here is the Hatem Bridge. Got it? You have to see how which charges less for a car. Okay, for car you have to see for car George Washington is 8. That would be 8 in George Washington. Okay, now Hatem is just 5. So that means which charges less for a car. That means Hatem charges less for a car. The correct option is Hatem. Okay, at Mimi's birthday party, children and parents celebrated by participating in some activities. Which activity are the most children doing? Okay, most children doing are singing. The correct option is singing. You can see singing has the highest value, so it would be singing. The correct option is singing. A representative from the agriculture department visited each farm and counted the livestock kept there. How many more donkeys than cows from middle farm have? Okay, middle farm here is the middle form. How much more donkeys are the purple one, the donkeys are 18, and the cows are just 4. You have to see how much more donkeys. So 18 minus 4 is 14. That means you have 14 more donkeys than cows. Correct option is 14. Okay, an agriculture agency is researching how much cheese people have been eating in different parts of the world. So, which country consumed less cheese per capita in 1996, Argentina or Canada? Okay, less cheese in 1996. So, 1996 is the purple one and 2006 is the green one. The purple one I have to see, and with Argentina. Argentina here is, that is 11 for the Argentina, and for Canada it is 10. So which country consumed less cheese? That means Canada consumed less than Argentina. The correct option is Argentina. Okay, the next one is for a class project. Students in Mr. Sivini's biology course counted the number of red and grey squirrels at each of the local parks. Okay, so the purple one represents the red squirrels and the blue one represents grey. How many more squirrels are there in Pine Cone Park than Almond Park? Squirrels in Pine Coke. Here is Pine Coke, and the squirrels are, there are 18 and 14, and the almond is 16 and 4. Okay, so you have to count, the red squirrels are 18 here and the gray squirrels are 14. So 18 and 14 is 32. And in Almond Park 16 and 420. So 32 minus 20 is 12. That means you have 12 more squirrels in Pinecone Park than Almond Park. Okay, the next one is some students at Hampton Middle School signed up to help out with the school play. How many boys are on music committee? Boys, here is boys, the purple one, and in the music committee they are just 10. So the correct option is 10. Okay, we are done with the lessons. So we were working on grade 6 maths. The chapter we have started with data and graphs. The lessons we have covered are stem and leaf plot, interpret double line graph, interpret bar graph, and interpret double bar graph. Okay, so we were working on grade 6 maths. We started with the chapter data and graphs. The lessons we have covered are stem and leaf plot, interpret double line graph, interpret bar graph and interpret double bar graph. So please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. One more very important announcement. I am off from July 1 till 16 for the summer vacations. So that means the live session are on pause until I am off. So are we going to start the live sessions from 16 July then? Got it? So please let your siblings or the cousins who are just know them. I forgot to announce today earlier today. So please let them know I'm off from July 1 till 16. So that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.